Yeah, with we've got a quick turnaround for most games now over the next 2 weeks, which is really positive. We love playing in these types of games. We're playing against a really top team with I think one of the best managers in the league in Jim. Got a lot of respect for him. I like the way his teams play. I like his just like the way he manages his teams. Quick turnaround. We've got. Kieran Gibbs won't make the game on Wednesday, but we're day to day on him. It's quite positive news we've got on him, so I'm hopeful that he'll be back for the weekend. Mabika, I'm hoping we'll be back soon. Robbie's back in training, but only on working on the concussion protocol. So he's a major doubt for Wednesday. Wednesday's probably going to be coming too soon for him, unless something changes in that. Gonzalo obviously trained today. Emerson Rodriguez was off sick today, so I'd say that he's doubtful because we travel tomorrow. There's a bit of a sickness bug going round. So we're obviously in a stage where we're getting a lot of players back, and we'll need every single one of them for what's going to be a real good stretch for us. We go to Philadelphia with real confidence in how we played, but slightly frustrated with the result in the end. We still look back at that game as 2 points dropped massively, and we just want to keep improving and keep getting better and keep being ruthless and making sure that we turn that draw like we did on Saturday and performances like we did on Saturday against Charlotte into victories. And that's the most important thing. We know where a win will take us in the league table, and that's really important. I think what you see is what you get from them. I think they've got some real outstanding players. They've got a clear identity and philosophy in terms of how they play, and I love the way they just they grind. I love the way they grind. I love the way that they fight to the very end. They're very hard to beat. We were up against them last year. We were 1-0 up against them in a game. I thought we were playing really well, and they scored in the last minute. You know, they never give in. It's a great quality that Jim's got with that team. So we know it's going to be a tough game. The stadium there is one of my favourites in the MLS. So I've got good memories of that stadium in my previous job as well. So I really enjoy going to Philadelphia. I think it's a great city, and it's going to be a tough game. We're playing against one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, a team that I think will definitely make the playoffs. I think that's a given, and we're going to have to play really well. Yeah, I think he's done outstandingly well. I think he needed that change. You know, we spoke. He was a popular player with us. Hooley didn't get the chances that probably he deserved, and I think the Philadelphia style suits him. You know, they play direct into him. He's that type of striker that likes to play that style, and it's great seeing him do so well. And I'm really pleased that he can't play against us because you wouldn't like to play against him. Yeah, I'm not happy where we are in the league, but I think I'm happy with the way that we're progressing. Definitely, I think there is a different feeling. I've got a different feeling this year than what I had last year. I think this team is still developing. It's still getting better. There's still so much for us to do, but I think it's quite exciting what I'm seeing. It's exciting, the football that they're now beginning to show. I love how together they are. I love how they love playing with each other. I love how they think that. I love how they want to develop and learn and work hard every single day. We're developing an identity and a culture, and that's what you want. That's what you want. It does take time, but we haven't got time. We want to win now, and they know that they've just got to keep working hard every day. They're a bunch of players that work hard every single day to get better, and every single day they want to improve, and every single day they want to play well for this football club. And I think that makes it a really good group to manage. Yeah, I think that's the balance in football that you need to have. You know, yeah, we want long-term vision. Yeah, we want long-term stability, and that's what we feel as if we are building with this football team. But you do need results now, you know, because we want to fill the stadium. We want supporters to come and see a really good team on the field. We don't want Inter Miami to be at the bottom of the league table and the league standings, and that is a fact, and we can't hide behind that fact. This club, the ownership, want to win. And it's our job to deliver that, and that's the challenge for us. Well, I think that the longer and more games you play, the more experience you get, the more that you understand what's required, you know. And I think the league is brutal in terms of the effort that's required to win this league and be successful in this league, and not every single game you can be at your absolute best because of the brutality of the league. And and part of me was like, well, you know what, on Saturday when we drew the game 2-2, it felt like a defeat. But in the end, it wasn't a defeat. We drew the game. We didn't draw many games last year. We either won or we lost, and we lost more than we won. So it was a point gained in that respect, but 2 points dropped in terms of the feeling I had that I thought we deserved something from the game. You've got to go through periods like this where you've got to grind results out. You've got to go through periods like this where not everything might not go your way with injuries, suspensions, the travel, the climates, whatever, and you've just got to suck it up and get on with it. I think that's my experience of this league, is that you've just got to grind at times. You've just got to grind, and sometimes things aren't always perfect. We want things perfect. Our expectations and our standards are really high. But this league has taught me that part of it, you just got to go and get results. You look at Philadelphia, I think they're a perfect example of a team that grind through periods where they're maybe not playing well. They come back and get really good results on the road. Yeah, it's concerning. He was really emotional after the game because he felt that's how he's feeling. He wants to get a run in the team. He wants to get some consistency in what he's doing, and we feel as if we got him to a point where he probably was at his fittest. The good thing it's not long term. It's short term. It's day to day. He could be back tomorrow. He could be back Wednesday. He could be back Thursday. So we hope his rhythm hasn't been broken that much. We need a fit Kieran Gibbs. At the moment, we haven't had that since he came to this football club, and we need it, and we need it quick, because we want some consistency in that position. We want a back four that's got consistency. We don't want to keep changing and swapping, the centre back pairing, the full back pairing, because it's consistency and continuity breeds success as a back four. I'm looking at Nick trained today for the first time, so we're going to get him through the week's training. Breck's back in full training now. We're hoping that we get him a good full week's training. It's the first time he's had a muscle injury, so we're going to be extra careful. Probably the games before the international window are a little bit too soon for him. Yeah, well, I've got to say, I think the international window needs looking at seriously. I think playing 4 games in an international window is just ridiculous. We're coming off the back of 6-7 games in the space of 14 days, and then you're asking players to go away and play 4 games in a short space of time. I think that they're cramming these international tournaments in, they're cramming these international games in, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think the international calendar needs looking at. I don't think they're thinking of the players whatsoever. I think the care has got to be the forefront of everybody's mind, and I think when you hear about care of players, I think FIFA and whoever, these organisations aren't thinking of the care of the players. All they're thinking about is their own, development of the game, their own cash, making more money, promoting more football. But really, at the end of the game, the players are suffering. Going away to play 4 international games in a calendar, even 3 for me is too much. International calendars should be 2 games in the space of 10 days, because we need to start looking after our players. We're going to a World Cup in 3-4 months' time, where we want the players to be at their absolute best. And half the time we turn up to these tournaments and the players are on the knees, and players are suffering injuries. You look at the injuries that are throughout the league, not just maybe at Atlanta, or every club's getting muscle injuries. It's why? Because the players are being absolutely abused, I think, at times, worldwide that is. And I think the international calendar needs looking at, because I think player care at this moment in time is at the bottom of the list.